to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said.
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see, the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology. It's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I say what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an evil man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. The Bible said, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God. Please, every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of God, bombs and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because it's going to be the last resultant solution at the end. But when you are asking, when the king comes down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out and there is peace in the land.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried emphatically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. They were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3. Second to...
Good evening, my dear Nigerians and the international community. Now I want to address Nigerians and the international community about the current happenings in northern Nigeria. Although it's not only northern Nigeria, it's the entire country, but most particularly northern Nigeria. And I want to address the indigenous Nigerians and the Hausa people, particularly in Nigeria. You know, we need to rise up. We need to open our eyes. The Fulanis are moving all villages, killing people, rampaging communities. You know, they have no respect for religion. Fulani man has no respect, whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian. I myself that is addressing you, I'm a Hausa person. These people have no regard for religion. If you are thinking it's about religion, you better open your eyes. The indigenous people in this country and the Hausa people need to rise up and open their eyes. This is not about religion, it's about ethnic cleansing. The Fulani people want to eliminate the indigenous Nigerians. Now, in my local government, Giwa local government of Kaduna State, it's a local government that is 99% Hausa people by tribe. But as I'm talking to you, over 4 days now, the Fulani militias have killed over 200 persons. And among them include my own relations. They have burnt houses. They have destroyed both Christians and Muslims. So it is high time for particularly the indigenous northern Hausas to unite themselves against this onslaught. If those that are in position of authority, if you think this is about religion, then you are still sleeping. This is not about religion. This is about ethnic cleansing. They are trying to eliminate the indigenous, Nigerians, the indigenous northerners, and take over their lands. This is about land grabbing. I'm telling you, in Zangwantama community in Giwa local government, which comprises of over 60 to 70 villages, cluster of villages, there have been so far now, over 100 people have been killed, houses burnt, their cows, their cattle that they use for, farming, for construction of ridges and all that, they have been scattered away. Their houses, their cars, all their properties. As I'm talking to you right now, they have left their communities. They have run away to other places, to bushes, and even some of them have moved towards Zaria. How can you expect a farmer to move into the city to do what? To do what, for God's sake? It is high time for Nigerians to wake up. It is high time for the Hausas to wake up. The Fulanis are blindfolding our eyes, the Hausas. I'm a Hausa person, and I'm talking with passion. The Fulanis have used religion to blindfold us, to think that it is about religion. No, it is not about religion. It is about ethnic cleansing. It's high time for the Hausas. Thank God, this broadcast, I believe it is going to be pushed into the group that comprises of all the houses, the indigenous houses, and with the effort making to unite the houses, to rise up against this onslaught. So I want you to understand, this thing is not about religion. It's not about religion. It's about ethnic cleansing. The same thing that is happening in southern Kaduna, where the indigenous southern Kaduna are being eliminated by the Fulanis. The same thing is also happening in northern Kaduna, where they are purely Hausas. So it's not about religion. If you heard that people are being butchered in southern Kaduna, houses, communities burnt, and you are happy and you think it's about Christians, now you better open your eyes. It's not about Christians. I'm a Hausa person. Our Giwa local government, which is in northern Kaduna, and many parts of Katsina, Zamfara, many people have been eliminated. Now I want you to know right now, as I'm talking to you, Tsaunin Mayo community and Kaya, there are villages, over 100 villages in that axis. It belongs to the western part of Giwa local government. Of course, just to mention, about a few months ago, the house of the person representing us at the state level now, the State House of Assembly, was killed by the bandits. So And this man too is a Hausa person, is a Muslim. So it's not about religion. I want you to understand that this thing is not about religion. It's about ethnic cleansing. Right now, as I'm talking right now, this evening, they have started operation from about 5 p.m. up to this time that I'm talking to you right now. The Fulani militias are still there operating, killing people, burning houses, raping our women, kidnapping those that they can kidnap. This enough is enough. This is not just kidnapping, it's even more than kidnapping. This is an invasion. Now, I want you to know that Giwa local government is one of the major, agricultural community in Nigeria. Giwa alone can feed the entire Nigeria. Now, Giwa market, for instance, Giwa grain market is one of the largest, grain market in Nigeria. So if the inhabitants of Giwa local government are chased away by the bandits, now that will have multiply effect. That will have negative consequences, not just on the livelihood of the people, the inhabitants of Giwa local government, but the entire economy of Kaduna State and the entire community, economy of Nigeria. Farmers are living, are running. Farmers are coming to the city. What will they come to the city and do? What will they eat? So it's high time for those in authority. Now, if you are hearing me and you are in authority, you have a say, and you keep quiet because you don't want to die, you will eventually die. You will eventually die, whether you like it, whether you like it or not. The governorship aspirant, from Katsina that was killed by the bandits some couple of months ago on his way from, Katsina to Abuja, to Abuja on the Kaduna-Abuja road. Did he knew that he was going to be killed? So if you think you are in position and you don't want to talk so that you will not be killed, you will still be killed. We that have chosen to come out and talk, we will still be alive. I know there is no devil in heaven and on earth that can eliminate my life. So if you will come out and talk, and get what is supposed to be done, it's better for you to rise up and talk. I've spoken to many military, those in the military sector. They have complained to me of, a lot of logistic issues, which is affecting their operations. All this is not worth it. And I want to assure you that, this is a conspiracy. This is a serious conspiracy. Why? Because, on the 24th of March, which is on Thursday that the kidnappers started this operation, the network of the entire axis of western part of, Giwa, that is on the Mayo, ceased. So, they couldn't even call for help at the right time because the network has ceased. So what does that mean? That means it's a conspiracy. Turji, the head of kidnappers, who is resident in Zamfara, has came out on the social media, has claimed responsibility for hundreds of lives, that have been killed, and yet nothing has been done to him. Which kind of governless country are we in? Life in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria particularly, most especially in Giwa local government, is becoming poor, brutish, nasty and short. Life is becoming uncertain. Which kind of situation is this? I am calling on well-meaning individuals who can speak, whose voice can be heard, to rise up and speak against evil. This is evil, and this evil will consume everyone eventually if we keep quiet. If you think you are in the city, if you think where you are is saved, and therefore you will keep quiet, I'm telling you, a time will come, even those in the city will not be spared. About some months ago, Zaria, which is a city, the second largest city in Kaduna State after the main, Kaduna city, has experienced a lot of kidnappers attempts and all that. So don't say you are in the city and you will keep quiet. And even if you think you are saved, what about your relations? What about your relations that are in the villages? So let's come out and talk against this evil, and not just talk, but act against this evil. Those that have access to
I am not a Lagosian. My husband worked with the government closely, and I'm like in the middle. All the royal fathers, whatever, I'm like my father-in-laws, and I'm against their government, So when I get home, the pressure will be like, talk to your wife now. What does she want? And all that, Let's offer her this. I would never budge. So I said, okay, let's go another route. So I did a video. I said, Jagaban is a scam. Let it not be me alone. Let it not be my opinion alone. According to our opinion, this man is a scam. His name is a scam. His education is a scam. His income is a scam. Nigeria itself is a scam. I had to first break down because sometimes when you're looking for solution, you have to first break down the problems. So I had to first break all that down and said, okay, Are we giving the country to this man who we feel is a scam? He suits the country. No. Everybody, go get your PVC. But you know the way social media is. People will not even patiently look at it all. And then the next thing I saw was, they've given Just Adeton 100 million. She has board. She's endorsing. I would never endorse Tinubu. I'm saying it loud and clear. He's my father. My husband worked for him closely. He's like my father-in-law. He owns Lagos State because this Lagos State practically belongs to one person. I call him my father and he remains my father, but I would never support his political ambition. I would never do that.
Why?
Because I feel you lay the lives of people down for your own personal career. If you say you deserve to be the president, why didn't you come in at the right time? You use the whole nation to play a game. You used us to play chess. You waited and you try, like you're matching and patching and patching. Okay, you brought Buhari. Immediately after Buhari, I'm coming. No, it doesn't work like that. You don't know Buhari's mind. You don't know what his intentions were. And during the NSAS, when we the youth came out, when we wanted a better Nigeria, when we wanted our voice to be heard, you blanked out. You left us. Jagaban acted like he wasn't in existence. Whether they were using, he was sick and all that. And at that time, I kept on talking, and all the message I get, Baba said he's sick and you are insulting. You are sick does not mean you can't lend your support.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
You must listen to her. Of course, You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program today, the 8th day of August 2022. And this is the second program we are having today. And we are going to make sure we try as much as possible to have this program and conclude in 1 hour, 30 minutes. We are starting our daily program. So everybody must know that 7 p.m. Biafra land, Biafra time, we are coming live, starting from today. If 7 p.m. you did not get notification, like some of you may not get notification today because we have new gadget. So the new gadget may be delaying something. So some of you may not receive notification today. So going forward, we are hoping that by 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Biafra time every day, you are going to be watching us. And any day we did not come 7 p.m., you know we are definitely going to come late. But our target is our daily broadcast 7 p.m. and we are going to be targeting 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. But I think 1 hour 30 minutes is what we are doing today by the special grace of God. So we have come today, and what as you can see, introducing you to the Biafra Charter, The Biafra Charter has been in existence for a very long time. Like you all know, the Biafra government in exile has been activated, and so those things that are already in existence, like the Biafra Charter, a lot of you don't know that Biafra already have a Biafra Charter. And that Biafra Charter is the charter that every province and every territory or province of Biafra were represented, and they all agreed to this particular charter. So we are coming to make those particular charter known to you today. For so many people may have had knowledge of this charter. But before we go into bringing Biafra Charter to you, you know that we are leaving Nigeria next year. We are leaving Nigeria by 2023, and Biafra is coming by 2023. So, but some of you may not understand how the rottenness in Nigeria's system. Some of you may not understand why Fulani can never ever be your neighbor. Some of you may not understand these things, and of course, because you do not understand it, you continue to shout about having one opportunity or the last chance you call P2B. So I want to also bring this particular thing to your notice today, that what you know or what you do not know about Fulani in Nigeria, the history of Fulani in Nigeria. Before we go into reading this thing, let me bring this to your notice. You know, yesterday we brought to your notice as well the report, or the colonial report of 1902. So we are bringing to you now a letter. This letter we are bringing to you is for you to see, that Nigeria can never work so long as you are in the same country with Fulanis, with terrorists, with people who have history in terrorism. I want you to read a letter with me, a letter from High Commissioner to the Sultan of Sokoto, Ray Bachi. This particular letter was written by Frederick Lugard on March 1902. A letter to Sultan of Sokoto in March 1902 by Frederick Lugard.
so that you understand what Fulani represent. Okay? This particular letter titled Salutation from the Governor and Co. I have heard that you sent a letter to the Emir of Bauchi warning him to desist from oppressing his people, but he does not obey your instruction, nor listen to your word of wisdom. I have, therefore, been compelled to send my troop to compel him to act properly. I do not know whether he will oppose them and fight. If he does so, I will probably lose his place, or he will probably lose his place. But I do not wish to drive out Fulani. Are you listening to how British was begging the colonial master, begging Emir or Sultan of Sokoto as far back as 1902? I will not drive Fulani out, and I will not drive Mohammedans. This Mohammedans today is called Mohammedans. Are you listening? Are you following? As far back as 1902, Frederick Lugard wrote to Sultan of Sokoto emphasizing on the fact that he don't wish to drive out the Fulani and the Mohammedans. And because he knows if he say he want to drive the Fulanis, even the Sultan of Sokoto will come against him. So he make it very clear to the Sultan that he don't wish to drive out the Fulanis. He continued, I only wish that they shall rule wisely and with humanity. Fulani has never ruled wisely and with humanity. Fulani can never rule wisely with humanity. If therefore the emir is driving out because he himself attacked my troop, I shall endeavor to find his proper successor and shall install him as king if he is a man who will rule well. And when he says he shall file a man, he shall file a man he shall endeavor to find his proper successor. He is talking about another Fulani man, finding another Fulani man, because even then they fear the Fulani. And he shall install him as king if he is a man who will rule well. So also in the matter of Kantagora, I hear that he and Abubakar will not listen to the word of your messenger, or desist from raiding the town of Zaria. They have been raiding the town of Zaria as criminals, as bandits, as terrorists. So Zaria has appealed to me for help against Fulani as far back as 1902. Frederick Lugard acknowledged the fact that even the emir of Zaria, or the people of Zaria, has appealed to him for help, that Fulani are killing them. And I have sent troops to support him and to drive out these marauders. As far back as 1902, Frederick Lugard was battling with Fulani, yet he was making them kings, those who bring their head down. Frederick Lugard made them king over Hausa people, over indigenous people. Frederick Lugard created this thing and was making Fulanis the king in the northern Nigeria. And then, just like what they are doing today, they tell you, oh, all Fulani are bad or not bad. Oh, there are those who are bad, or there are those who are not bad. All of them have one single agenda: to make Nigeria their country. And Nigeria is not their country. Now, peace be with those who seek peace. and trouble on those who make trouble. This is our new slogan. We are telling Nigeria government that peace be unto those who seek peace, and trouble be unto those who seek trouble. We are telling Nigeria Fulani armies, peace to those who seek peace, and trouble to those who seek trouble. We are telling the terrorist DSS, peace to those who seek peace, and trouble to those who seek trouble. We are telling Ebubago terrorist, peace to those who seek peace, and trouble to those who make trouble. And all the people have mentioned their name are making trouble in Biafra land. And so therefore, we will continue to give them trouble. Since I wrote this letter, I have news that Ibrahim of Katangora and all his people are following have been captured by my troop. I am restoring all the people to their places, but Ibrahim and his chief will be sent to me to be judged. These are Fulanis. Lord Lugard wrote this about March 1902. So look yourself today in the face. Go to mirror, stand and look at yourself and say, is this the country I want for the next 4 years? Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is this particular country the country that P2B is deceiving me? Is it the country that Atiku is deceiving me? Is it the country that even the one they call Tinubu, that the daughter-in-law is shouting, is deceiving me? Ask yourself such question so that you will understand what we are doing. Now, I want to inform Biafrans today that after the announcement and activation of Biafra government in exile, some criminals, I will call them because their attitude exactly shows that they are criminals. Those who connived and collected 20 million, they have beginning to gather people and appointing them ministers, appointing them governors, appointing them president and all that. If they come to you, ignore them. Otherwise, we will make sure you have no place in this Biafra movement until Biafra come. The man who called Onyise is a serial betrayer. Onyise is a serial betrayer. Onyise has been going from one people to another and trying to blackmail other people and dividing some group. He want to be the chairman of Biafra government in exile. If he come to you, ignore him. Biafra government in exile have a cabinet, have structure, and they are intact. What we did is to only activate it and activate the government, and the government is now in full functionality. You are going to be hearing from the government in exile. Their function will be very well stated, and the activities of the government in exile have been explained several times. Immediately we announce it. They went through the back, connived with all their power mongers in America, and they begin to appoint each other minister and president. So if you have come across such a publication or any message like that, ignore them completely. Yesterday you heard the Biafra Broadcasting Corporation, Broadcasting Corporation of Biafra, and it was the announcement from the Biafra government in exile. This Biafra government in exile, the cabinet will appear on this program very soon, and you are going to know who they are and what they have been doing. So disregard any other group that is telling you they are government in exile. That doesn't exist. The government in exile have a structure. It is available information. They have been doing work from the beginning till now. It is a continuation of responsibilities. Those who say they want to have the government headquarters in Washington, D.C., it is not a must to have the headquarters in Washington, D.C. we can have our headquarters in the United Kingdom, and we can have our headquarters in Finland. We can have our headquarters in Germany. We can have our headquarters in Israel. We can have our headquarters anywhere in the world, so long as it is in a free world and in a civilized country. So nobody says that Biafra must have DC. Disregard them. Some of the countries that have gotten their independence and had Biafra and they had their government in exile at one particular point in time. Some of them have their government in exile in France, government in exile in Paris, in Spain, government in exile in Germany, government in exile. So if we have it in Finland, it's not a crime. And if we have it in the United Kingdom, it's not a crime, even though United Kingdom should be the place where we're going to be hitting them very hard. So you are going to know these things as time goes on. But meanwhile, I want us to go through the charter, the Biafra Charter today. For those of you who have not had the privilege to see the Biafra Charter. And tomorrow, we are going to go into exposition. And again, another information I want to pass to Biafrans today is that we are on top of this game. All the people sabotaging Biafrans on ground, all the people sabotaging our volunteers, all the people sabotaging our ESN, we are ready, getting a very good intelligence report, and our intelligence gathering is now second to none, like what you have never seen before. So I want to play audio interception by the Biafra intelligence services of how they are sabotaging Biafra movement. How people are pointing house and pointing fingers and the name of those working with Hope Uzodinma, where you know if you want to know how they used to describe and point houses of people, you are going to hear the voice. And this will show you that we are on top of this game. So before we go into introduction to this, please hold on and listen very attentively.
Nigeria junction. Yes. You full and come down like you go market. If you pass Fed Bank, come go small. Make it the watch by your left.
Listen.
You see where they get double pole.
Listen.
Double pole.
Listen to how a Sabo is giving information to Nigeria Army. Listen. This is somebody who will come out tomorrow. He will dress. He become an Igbo man. He become an IPOB. He become Biafra. But he is giving information to the Nigeria Fulani, a Fulani man. A Biafran is giving information. I want you to pay attention to this. Listen. Listen to how he is describing a place where they will capture a Biafra.
Nigeria junction. Yes. You full and come down like you go market. If you pass Fed Bank, yes. Come go small. Make it the watch by your left. You will see where they get double pole. Double pole. That street where they get double pole. You can come my baby. Full and go down. You will see street where they wash clothes, they wash motor. Yes. Climb that street, go up. See one man where they say panel from the right. Pass and the first junction there. Pass and then the field will be delivered. Okay.
So what you're telling me now say is that for this place now you yourself
here
for ESN.
Fulani man. Listen.
They never come ask me. Okay,
they never come ask you.
They never ask me say make I follow them. They never ask me things like
that. We don't want them to
They never try and because they know see.
These boys have been doing it to them.
See that they know say I don't work with the government.
Are you hearing?
You see the local government, that's where they break them, That's where they do answers, where they break them. Now you take my money repair the local government.
Which local government?
My own local government, the local government.
Okay.
Now you take my money, repair the glass, repair the doors and everything. Because at the target me, they give me local government chairman.
If they hear him leaking the location of our people to Fulani man, Fulani military.
It's not possible. Believe me. It's not possible because now they want to get something chop. Then he said I go get something there. Maybe sponsor they sponsor something.
So now, if we call you to work for us and are going to work for us, go.
If you tell me to work with you, I go work. Wetin I go work? Now the one I do, and I make I see. I go try and invite that to live back home. Is that to live back? Power did that man hand.
Are you hearing?
King they there now, you see.
But I do the one wants to be. I go tell them the one wants to be.
My organ is open investigation for my head because waiting make you will never give you. After investigation, if you find out say not give you the main person, who will they find? Will leave you highest. You give one commander of Abu direct. Tell us say you hold the wrong person. Waiting they do is that after everything, he will tell us the person. I will not tell you to know whether you know the person.
So that was side the back.
Yes.
Anybody will see my house door open.
You see, I mean, and I witness.
Look, if you did that,
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Which time, how long you and Hope relationship and when it start and when
Relationship, me and Hope started doing that time we didn't do.
Make rather listen,
that should be 2000?
This is the problem.
What?
I think 2001, 2020 now, 2 years now.
But we are everywhere. The intelligence now is you know, is state of the art.
From the local government chairman.
What waiting connect you to him? What thing take you close to him?
I know they do politics that time.
Yes.
I did my house. Local government chairman with a group come to supervise road wey no good near my place. My people come begin to insult them and say, why you no come work this road? Why you dey do this? You no go make money. I come tell them, say no be so. Local government chairman and athletics wey be say now for us to talk to them.
The people who put on them are using
across governor because other villages don't under that local government. So the man comes in as person will talk good. And then they go, nobody do cooler for them. I carry them branch my house, give them cooler. And then they go, I still give them 50,000. I say, make them take put fuel, go. The man comes for radio, come and answer for radio. Say, the only person will call them, give them cooler. Now this man, what they call rock, and we give them. So from there, now who contact them, say, let them carry that person, join for what they do for politics. Now that local government chairman with other group come my house, say which party why they. I tell them, say, since where I come from, Enugu where they live. So I never join party. It's okay, they go like meet me and them the work. Anytime when they come meeting, they can come. That time I did get small money for my pocket. They come meeting to Tomichuku. Chief Tomichuku. I be the leader. There, say
leader of what?
I be the politician leader for APC. They come meeting, they come to see the one people we go support, make them raise money, we go take support Frank, and if Frank will go for select.
See how they sing. They sing to Fulani terrorists.
The money the man 1.something million. I tell them, so I go give 310,000. Now I contract for 310,000. From there, they come sabi me, come they carry me along. And so they begin to carry me along. I know they into politics before. So anything what they do, they go come, I go flow go meeting. Anything what they do, they go come, I go flow go meeting. Now they come. People come tell them, so they put my name for chance and prosperity. You go my house, they can't put the uniform with them give me. So they put my name as chance prosperity. The only person from my area will go represent Unsu entirely. They put me, I follow brother meeting, he give out 20,000 naira transport, we go. They come put me for president general of my own autonomous community among the 3 villages. I can't join the president general. Come begin to flow them, they go meeting, Now I can't tell because you know, see, big man talk to big man. I dey let quick to local government chairman because na Hope go ask local government chairman about me, and I go talk good about me there. Because I don't go feel go straight, go there talk to direct to Hope. So I come to local government chairman, see, I want contest for local government. He say no, make I no contest. Say the present TC chairman go contest. Make me I be his vice. I said, with me, I want to go for chairman. He said, no, you never reach our turn. The TC chairman come meet me for her, say, make I go for him vice, make him go for chairman. I said, okay, no problem. After all, I carry people for politics. I go do that one. He said, make I try to carry people along. They do many things. So every 2-3 months, I dey do Senate, I dey call women leaders, give them money, buy uniform, spend money. If you open down my phone, the pictures, everything there. If you go my house, the pictures will snap with other people there. As I come begin the one with them, they come to say, I say, make I go contest for councillor. Say, make I no go for chairman again because him, we're supposed to be my chairman, don't draw. I said, okay, councillor. What if I send my wife? I don't want to go that councillor. He said, all the same. I said, okay, no problem. Chairman has to talk like that. I will do. But I don't spend money for this party. Now, I don't sold 250 pieces of bags. What will give students? The school open now. All those things now to make the name of the party grow up. He tell me, say, no problem. Anytime we come back from abroad, because they travel outside the country, say, go carry me. Buy so Kichuku. Yeah, the local government chairman, but now they don't dissolve them, still retain them as a Solan administration. So now they can't put my name for that people local government what they create a new center. See, make a day so that they get small money, take the sponsor party. Now they will put my name now, I be the highest position what they now, that people local government. From them they get money, take the sponsor my community. So the chairman still outside the country. When talk says him come back, whether I don't come back now, and because anytime when I don't go, I go plan to what's up and see that blood. So if he come back, now then he go flow go meet SFG. SFG be the secretary of the state government. Customer see me. Now he go carry go meet the governor.
Where in the state? Where SFG is the
SFG now the secretary dey there for government house.
Who stay for government
If you ask am say,
what of the local government chairman? Where in the live?
who dey live for a house?
For where?
If you get local government or secretaries, pass and go straight. Consider 23 day. Go straight. You go see small banner. You put your hand in the house there like this. But you know that allow everybody to come through in Papa compound. If you call me, I will go through in Papa compound, enter. But in frontage, they block and because of crisis and this problem where we send people that these people.
Okay, let him build something cover there.
The local government chairman, and he do something covered because of this thing where these boys they do.
Nothing like what and what when you do there.
He carry that still get already. Really can't carry block for in front.
Okay, for the gate.
For the gate. But if you be a good friend, he could say make you feel from backyard in Papa place enter. So if I want enter now from the Papa place backyard now from that they enter. But for so long now he travel outside the country.
You know they around now.
You know they around. Anytime you go around, if I call a number, he they go. But if I call a number, you go, I go call a WhatsApp number, which means in there outside the country.
Okay, which means now him there in support of say the what yes and Barbie.
The
Local government chairman.
Local government chairman no want anything like POP.
They don't want anything like POP.
And say, you know what, maybe the government, maybe they win the job.
Yes, I'm getting at the top because they get some people the government very like.
No. That one, governor, like Peking, because we can make a come to governor of Peking, they say, they don't come out all the whole local government chairman, the whole in the state. They come out the last 2 weeks, but they still live him. I don't know if they understand me.
Do you people hear it? This is how they are giving information, sabotaging Biafra just because of peanut. Because of peanut. Peanut. That's sabotaging Biafra. But the God of Biafra will deal with all of them. There is no hiding place. There is no hiding place for these people. No hiding place. So let us go to the, our charter today. But I want you people to understand that we are everywhere, even in your bedroom. Even in your bedroom, we are there. Even in your church, we are there. We are everywhere. So there is no hiding place. And we are stepping up this intelligence and all that. Just like Bishop Onaga. Onaga hired some Fulani blood to come and infiltrate us. So tell Onaga that in his bedroom we are there. Tell Onaga, Bishop Onaga, that in his church we are there. And there is no hiding place and there is nothing to hide from us. Only we don't want to talk. We will pretend as if we didn't hear you. Okay? All right, so let us go to the charter so that people will know. Some of you will know, the charter, Biafra Charter, as we call it. Here we go. Biafra Charter. What does the Biafra Charter look like? The charter constituting the government of the Federation of Biafra. And this has been in existence for a very long time, like you all know. But, because everybody is falling under this government, we are going to harmonize it. So, you click like this, the Biafra Charter will open. You will see Biafra Charter, the charter constituting the government of the Federation of Biafra. Biafra Charter table of contents, definition of charter, the purpose of charter, organizational of charter, the Biafra Charter authorization, Biafra provisional government, mandate of the Biafra provisional government, structure of Biafra provisional government, function of Biafra provisional government, conduct of Biafra provisional government. 10. The national structure of Biafra, the structure of Biafra, the participant provinces, the counties, the charter constituting the government of Biafra, of the nation of Biafra, the preamble, declaration of principles, Article 1, structure and the powers, Article 2, judiciary, Article 3, ministerial, Article 4, community government, Article 5, and then you have declaration of 9 basic laws, identity, right, laws, governance, government, secularity, responsibility of citizens, property ownership in international relationship, amendment, 6, affirmation and approval. The Biafra Charter, the charter constituting the government of the Federation of Biafra. Definition of the charter, and of course, this document, the Biafra Charter, the charter is the organic and foundational agreement for the establishment of the national structure, governance structure, governing authority, and a basic code of conduct for the functionaries and the people of Biafra. The Biafra Charter is a formal instrument which at once constitute authority, mandate, contract, memorandum, terms of reference for the matters which are addressed or referred by the Charter, and according as such matter are addressed or referenced therein, granted by the nations of Biafra through the collectivity of the representatives of the communities and people of Biafra to the functionaries and for the functions stated in the Charter. The purpose of Charter. The primary purpose of the Charter is to establish an enduring national structure, governance structure, and basic code of conduct for the people and the functionaries as directed by the people of Biafra, which contribute to and inform a future national constitution. In addition, the Charter mandates the immediate formation of the provisional government of Biafra to serve the nation and the people of Biafra during the period that Biafra is under the occupation of Nigeria. Organization of Charter. This document is sectionalized into Biafra Charter Authorization, the federal structure of Biafra, the Charter constituting the government of the Federation of Biafra, the Declaration of 9 Basic Laws Amendment. Biafra Charter Authorization. Whereas the people and the nation of Biafra and their land and property find themselves under physical, sociological, political, economic, and psychological subjugation by the state of Nigeria since 1967, a state of occupation by Nigeria of Biafra has existed and continue to exist. Willing to continue to live under such stifling servitude, why suffering such indignity as are inappropriate for human beings, determined to exercise the natural and the legal right to freedom and liberty. Now, therefore, we, the people of Biafra, we, the people of Federation of Biafra, have resolved to actualize, renew, reaffirm, and continue with the Declaration of Biafra Independence of May 30th, 1967, with all the implications thereof, in reaffirming the independence of Biafra. The people and the nation of Biafra make neither war nor peace with the state or people of Nigeria. Rather, we exercise a natural right, a popular right, a political right, and a right supported by the United Nations Organization, Charter, and international laws. The right of self-determination in a certain realization that only the effective exercise of self-determination by the people and the nation of Biafra will end the state occupation and the subjugation by the Nigeria of Biafra. In furtherance of this exercise, the Biafra Charter, a former organ of the people and the nation of Biafra, lend authority to and issue a mandate for the creation and formation of the Biafra Provisional Government, the BCB. Biafra Provisional Government, mandate of Biafra Provisional Government. To create, form, operate, and manage a provisional government for and by the peoples and the nation of Biafra, such government to function in the meantime as a bona fide government of Biafra in the manner of legal, customary, and decent government, to secure the freedom and liberty of Biafra and its people from occupation by the Nigeria based on self-determination, paradigm, and principles with all haste and by all means necessary, to represent the sovereignty and the interest of the Biafra and its people in the region and in the world at large, to project the sovereignty and independence and humanity of Biafra and its people at all times, to constitute a transitional government of Biafra the TGB, immediately after liberation of Biafra from Nigeria for a special and definite duration not to exceed 4 years, pending the formalization of the Biafra state structure, post-occupation and the post-liberation. Structure of the Biafra provisional government shall consist of 2 ends: the Biafra government in exile, based outside of Biafra, the Biafra government within Biafra, to be known as Biafra shadow government. Both ends shall function in tight coordination and in harmony with the Biafra government in exile in the apex role. Function of the provisional Biafra provisional government. The sole function of the Biafra provisional government, the Biafra shadow government, is to carry out the mandate of Biafra provisional government as stated in the Biafra Charter. The authorization. The Biafra government in exile respect existing laws of international hosting countries. Furtherance of the mandate. Biafra government in exile shall respect international laws dealing with self-determination and protection of human rights, and rely in particular on the Geneva Convention Protocol 2. The Biafra shadow government will work with our people at home, Biafra territory, and in Nigeria, cognizant of the state of Nigeria occupational forces foisted over our people, to keep alive and project Biafra's sovereignty and independence in accordance with the mandate, and mobilize, organize, and manage our people for socio-political activism in order to carry out our resolve for self-determination. At all times, Biafra government in exile and the Biafra shadow government function are to be well coordinated, harmonious, complementary, and seamless. Following the liberation of Biafra from Nigeria, the Biafra provisional government, consisting of the Biafra government in exile and the shadow government together, shall form the nucleus of the transitional government of Biafra under the direction of the people of the nation of Biafra, in order to conduct the government affair of Biafra, guided by the Biafra Charter for a period not exceed 4 years, during which Biafra put formal structure in place to continue and succeed as a nation under a permanent constitution of the nation of Biafra. The conduct of the Biafra provisional government shall at all times adhere to the basic principles and the laws of the Biafra Charter. The term of the Biafra provisional government, BPG, shall last from now, May 30, 2007, until Biafra is fully liberated from Nigeria occupation. Immediately after the full liberation of Nigeria of Biafra, the Biafra provisional government shall transform into the transitional government of Biafra, during which Biafra socio-political and civic structure shall be put in place a period not to exceed 4 years. At the conclusion of that period, the transitional government of Biafra shall unconditionally cease to exist and shall be replaced by a duly constituted government of Biafra following a constitutional conference. The national structure of Biafra. The structure of Biafra shall be constituted of autonomous, self-governing, self-regulating entities called the provinces, along with their respective population, who have mutually decided and mutually chosen to create an umbrella governance system called the Government of the Federation of Biafra, otherwise known as Biafra, to which this participating province gave the power and authority carried out through the instrument of the properly and formally elected representation of the provinces to constitute such the government of the Federation of Biafra with all the implication of government thereof, including to represent as a nation all the participating provinces in all area, whereas such is required and the customary practice of modern sovereign and independent nation, such as defense and the national security, national air, space, and international water definition and management. International trade and foreign exchange management, international relationship and diplomacy, international border boundary definition and management, citizenship and related issues, including passport and visas, currency, census, to make harmonized laws binding on all the provinces and to apply and implement such laws uniformly among and within the provinces, to ensure uniform citizenship right of each and every Biafran citizen across and within the provinces, to construct and maintain physical and functional system facilitating communication, education, healthcare, energy supply, trade, transportation, and the national culture among all the provinces. The concept, use, and practice of provinces is designed to ensure autonomy and respect for every group, to encourage the unhindered thriving of every group, to protect, preserve, and respect the right of ownership and management by each group of its own natural, material, and socio-cultural resources, and to ensure adequate and equitable representation both locally and at the national level, thereby retaining real power in the hands of the communities. I hope people are following what the government of Biafra in exile have done with this charter. It means that every provinces control their resources and nobody will have any problem with the natural resources. This has been well stated in the Charter of Biafra. The geographic subunit qualifying as provinces and the criteria to be used will be determined by the people of Biafra, conscious of functional capability, practicality, and stability factors. There shall be 11 provinces unless and otherwise amended by the people of Biafra. Membership of the provinces shall be automatic for all native people and other residents of the provincial community at the time of the creation of the province. Residents within a province for at least 1 year confers on one membership of that province. All right of citizenship of Biafra will be respected and enjoyed by all. The law of Biafra shall take precedence over the laws of provinces. The counties. The counties. Each province shall be made up of counties which are equivalent to local government areas and functions as such. The charter constituting the government of Biafra, of the nation of Biafra. The preamble. We, the people of Biafra, in praise of our God, do hereby proclaim this government of Biafra by the power and authority of our common laws founded in the expressed free will of our people. We do solemnly declare the promise of Biafra posterity and our common commitment to the freedom, liberty, respect of human rights, prosperity, happiness, and fulfillment of ourselves and the generation of Biafra to come. Declaration of Principle. The Principle 1, it is a fundamental truth that all of Biafra people shall possess the first right of decision for the common good, and each shall be respected with equal dignity. Principle 2, the Biafra people possesses the right of self-determination, and by virtue of that right, freely choose a social, economic, political, and cultural future according to their need and custom. Principle 3, the people of Biafra reserve the right to freely exercise their religious belief without coercion or express intolerance, and the government of Biafra shall not create or promote one religion over another, and neither shall the practice of bigotry, intolerance, and or cruelty be condoned as a religious right. Principle 4, the land and the natural wealth of Biafra shall belong to the respective people and the communities of Biafra, and shall be secured to the people of individual private property and community and communal property. Land and the natural wealth may be expressly conveyed by the people to the government of Biafra for development purposes and for the collective benefit of all Biafra people in accordance with the law of the land. Principle 5. Principle 5. Each person possesses the fundamental right to information, knowledge, and ideas, and to write, speak, and overwrite, express, otherwise express himself or herself freely. The government shall make no law in principle or kind abridging this right. Principle 6. The government shall not enter property or dwelling or take personal property without authorization by local elected community leaders or by competent court of law. Principle 7. The people among Biafra people shall be denied their culture. No people among Biafra people shall be denied their culture. Each culture shall be fully respected under the law, and all cultures shall be held in the highest respect as equally valid. Principle 6. Principle 8, sorry. The first language of the government of Biafra shall be English, but each community may opt to conduct local government matters and decisions, trade, and education in the local language, and such shall be respected. For somebody saying that this should be written in Igbo language, did you think that everybody in Biafra speak Igbo language? This is the best thing we can do. I think this is very reasonable. The Biafra language, the first language of Biafra government shall be English, but each community may opt to conduct local government matters and decisions, trade, and education in local language. Education in local language is a very good development to have education in local language, because Nigeria have destroyed our culture and our languages. So if we begin to teach in schools with our local language, that will help. Maybe in future we can have a generally locally accepted language as one language. So this is well acceptable. You cannot just come now and impose a particular language on the people of Biafra and say it is Igbo, or you say it is Efik, or it is Calabar. No, that will not be a very reasonable thing. So we are going to communicate with English and then start teaching the local language in schools. until we get to that point that the local language can now become a general language. All powers not specifically vested in the government of Biafra shall remain in the Biafran communities. And I want you to take note of what we are saying here, so that if you have question, you can ask question when the time comes. Tomorrow we're going to have question and answer probably on this particular Charter of Biafra. And of course, this is not final, like all of you know. We are still on it. Article 1, the structure and the powers of the government of Biafra, the legislative and all that. I think we are going to stop at this particular Article 1, and tomorrow we will continue from here, so that people can assimilate the information that you have had so far. And so you have just listened to the Charter of Biafra. We are making it is already in public, but of course we are making it now known to a lot of Biafra people. Biafra should know what the Charter is all about. And so as we are going forward, you can be making your note, can be cracking your brain, bringing your idea, your questions and stuff like that, so that when you are asking question, if it is question we can address it. And then the government, the Biafra government in exile will be taking note, because they watch this program as well, so that when people are making their opinion or asking question, they will know exactly what to do. We don't need to refresh. Check your phone, because we have actually upgraded this system. So this refresh cannot be coming like that again, I think, from today. So even if you are going to refresh, it's not going to be. So we think that we have actually solved our problem. We have actually solved our problem. When you see somebody, all these idiotic people, when they cannot listen to voice of reason, like one person here is saying, "Do you speak English in Finland? Do you speak English in Finland? Can I want that person to call me and to speak Igbo?" So I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open the calling. Okay, I'm gonna open the call, and I will receive like a few calls, and I want this person. I want specifically. I want this person who asks whether we speak English in Finland. I want that person to call and speak his own language, because these are the people. Look at him, Tony Aniugo. You must call and speak your language. Aniugo is an Igbo name. Tony Aniugo is an Igbo name. So can we allow Tony to call and tell us how good he speaks the Igbo language? Because they're already very good, even once in village. They are very good in talking. This particular person don't even have anything to contribute in Biafra struggle. Not money, not idea, not brain, no nothing. So Tony should call now and let us hear from him how he speaks his Igbo language. Oh yeah, the line is on. We want Tony to call, please. The line is on, and we want Tony to call. Tony, you have to call us and talk to us in Igbo language. Your name sounds Igbo. So we want you to talk to us and talk to us in Igbo language. Oya, call. Our own is practical. We treat your fuck up when you come. Is that Tony? Yes, good evening from here. Are you the Tony?
No, I'm not Tony.
No, we want Tony to call, please. We are giving Tony. Nobody should call this line for the next 2 minutes, so that Tony will have the opportunity to call, please. Nobody for the next 2 minutes. For the next 2 minutes, we are waiting for Tony, so that they will not say somebody is calling and so the number did not go through. So Tony, call this number and let us hear your Igbo language. The line is on and we are waiting for Tony. Tony Aniugo, come and speak Igbo. I'm not asking you to speak broken. Neither am I asking you to speak Yoruba. Neither did I ask you to speak. Is that Tony? Good evening from here. Are you Tony? Are you Tony?
No, he's not.
Huh?
No, he's not Tony.
Please, I said Tony should call. Tony should call after 2 minutes. We are giving 2 minutes so that nobody will disturb this line. Please, these are the cowards you have on social media. Where is Tony? To come and speak his own language. He is running away. He can't call. Where is Tony? Let Tony come and speak Igbo. Let us hear how this Igbo sound. An Igbo man, he wants Igbo to be language of Biafra. Come and speak Igbo, let us hear you. Even if you are in Nigeria, come and speak Igbo. Huh? The line is on. Can we read his comment again? Let us know the reason why he is not calling. Is that Tony? Hello, are you Tony?
No, I am not.
We say we want Tony. Please, we want Tony. We want Tony. We are giving Tony we are giving 2 minutes. Is 2 minutes over? You don't run. The idiot go to laugh wherever he is, because if I will call him idiot since he refused to call. Do you speak English in Finland? All parts of Europe have their own language. Why can't Biafra have their own language and everybody should learn it in school? Call me and speak your language, Tony. Hello, are you Tony?
Mazi, I am not Tony.
You are not Tony. We want Tony. Why you not they leave? You be Yahoo. because these days all of una go to put beautiful people for your profile. When you pick the phone, our mind is going to hear. But they deceive us, so we will not accept it anymore. Put your picture. Put your picture so that when I pick, I will not say, now Jackie, I want to talk to. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Or they deceive me. On a more serious note. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome.
We give 2 minutes for Tony. Even the 2 minutes don't pass, I still not come back or call speak Igbo.
All right. Go ahead.
We really appreciate your good work. God will continue to help you and strengthen you. There is something I want to plead regarding on because I know one day this Arabic country.
Yes.
Emmanuel Otu Anyese Noreba due to the Obodo. Here, but we want to form
our own autopilot group here. And more especially, our people know like Dubai, carry this United Arab Emirates had plenty. And since that time, ejidere onye ndu onye ọwụla agbakesi onwe ezikwa gị onye anejidezi aka again. Even the groups in the one, even if the group, remember them the group, one group I know here. If you talk of autopilot, honey level chande DOS, honey more attack, and now so I have to remove myself from that group.
We go on all then now.
I'm gonna my head I'm them sure my head go. But I will have Charlie, I'll give small smoke. I'll give a few people in it, because I still believe that I do Charlie, but I hate Charlie. Oh, and then I issue on.
Yes. So what is your concern?
My concern for people who don't know this UAE. I will send you a message and post the autopilot group WhatsApp number so that you get.
Send the number to the media team so that any of the media team so that they will pass it to me and then we can make it public here. And then also during the fundraising as well, you can do that so we can have the number.
For sure, I will do that, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, welcome to the program. Hello. Welcome to the program. Hello.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Zoom network. All right, welcome to the program.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All right, welcome to the program.
Simon, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Because in this evening, na Abuja Biafra land, what I think Biafra land, the Biafra land, the Catholic, the Biafra land of this evening because Abuja
is in Abuja beginning. This your phone is making a lot of noise. I didn't hear your question. So please come and stay in a place where I can hear you. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Yeah, Asian Dragon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening from here.
Yeah, good afternoon from here. I really appreciate all your efforts and your team. I pray for God Almighty to give you more wisdom and strength.
Amen.
To fight this battle. No, it's not easy. But I believe you guys will overcome. We shall overcome it.
You say?
Amen.
Amen.
There's just a simple suggestion I want to make.
Go ahead.
Based on, they said every culture and every behavior is back to your language.
Yes.
Once you have your language, that is how you behave. And when you lose your language, you lose your identity. For now, English is very, very much nice. But I would like us to have a backup plan to create a language that will unite us together. I know we have different tribes. Just as Nigeria wanted to create Wazobia, I would like us to have a backup plan to create a one language that will unite us together. When people speak one language, it's hard for them to separate. It's like when you see them outside in Nigeria, you welcome the person very well because you speak Igbo. When you see anybody from Nigeria, you welcome them because you people are one. And if we create one language, as time goes on, I know it's not easy for now, That would be very, very nice. Or we use one tribe that have the highest population. Their language and start teaching it to secondary school. After 20 years, those people that was taught about the language will grow up and start using the language, become our general language.
Well, that is yes, that is a very good idea, and I believe that the people that wrote this charter have that particular idea in mind, because if you look at the language section of this particular charter, you are going to see that they said the first language of the government of Biafra shall be English, but each community may opt to conduct local government matters and decisions, trade and education in the local language, and the such shall be respected. So you understand? So it means that so when you look at it, you find out that they actually have that particular thing in mind. But of course, you don't just get the freedom now and then you start talking about the language. So the most important thing is that the general language of communication now that we communicate with the outside world and all that is going to be English. And because of the nature of the country itself, where we are coming from and what the history that will be surrounding this breakaway and all that. Then, as time goes, as we start, every other dealings will be happening in our local dialect. So, and then also education also will be happening in our local dialect. So, I think, yes,
what you are saying, that is our dialect will be compulsory to pass.
Exactly. That is what it means here. So I think it solved that problem.
That would be nice.
Yes. All right.
I really appreciate it. Give you more strength to push.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Welcome. Good evening.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, my name is Henry Uche. I'm so happy to call you again today, Simon. This is my second time calling you.
You're welcome.
Good. I have question to ask.
All right, go ahead.
Based on today's program, because like what you said the last time, you said that autopilot, the aspect of the autopilot is the armed struggle of the liberation of Biafra.
Yes.
And me, for myself, I am very, very much concerned on the security of Biafra.
Yes.
Especially our people back home. So my questions, henceforth, is always based on what is happening on the ground.
Yes.
So, I want to know, like, the program you presented today, like you said, the Fulani. I watched somebody saying that the exposition you gave today, the guy that was given information about, our people, Biafra, to the Fulani soldiers. And these are tactics that the enemies are using against us, Biafra. And I really want to know if we, also using that same tactics that they are using. Because in terms of freedom, everything is allowed. You can see the Fulani, how did they sponsor their armed struggle? How did they purchase their arm? They did that by kidnapping. And they hold up people on ransom. And this is what they are using. At the end of the day, nobody will ask them if they grab all the whole land in Nigeria. Nobody will ask them, how did you do it? Or the way you did it was wrong. At the end of the day, what matters is victory. They want to, take over Nigeria. So any kind of criminal act they get involved in terms of freedom, in terms of fighting, in terms of whatever they want, getting that thing you want is accepted. They do it and they are getting ahead with it. And you see them moving arms, to Biafran land, from one way or the other, getting information from our people. I want us to reverse that case. And I don't know if there is any way the Eastern Security or the groups that are fighting for Biafra caliphate also to get information for them of Biafra. And also, I want to ask all the Igbos or Biafran soldiers working for the zoo. Do we have, I don't know if under autopilot we have a system that also engage them in terms of negotiation, in terms of at least even if they are there, they should know that they are just there for a purpose. And they should also, in one way or the other, also support the freedom of Biafra. I don't know if there is any way that autopilot
so if that so if there is any way, I will come and start telling you.
No.
So ask another question now. Tell me. If you don't want me to tell you, why are you asking? You ask me a question and I don't want me to tell you.
Putting this, when I ask question, it's also like a suggestion.
Okay.
It's just like it could be in form of a question. It's something that you might also have thought about it, or you might also be doing something about it. But even if not, you don't have to answer it. But it also gives a room for somebody to go back and say, okay, this question I might not answer it, but
no, there are things that you don't actually ask. There are some questions you don't ask in a program like this.
Yes,
so because when you are asking it, you are opening a loophole that is not supposed to be there. So you don't need to ask those questions.
I understand that. But I wish I could tell you this in secret, but it's just like this is the only.
Well, I understand. So do you have another question?
Yes, there are many questions actually.
Ask one more question, please.
Okay. What you said about the last time you said you have the roadmap to Biafran freedom. My question is, does your roadmap to Biafran freedom also align with the same roadmap of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi? That's my question.
Have you seen me doing something different from what Mazen Nnamdi have done in the past?
Absolutely not.
So why are you asking that? So have I come to begin to do magic that the earth is going up and
like the strategies and just
like I said we are sustaining the struggle. What Mazen Nnamdi I have been shouting it, the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi the sustaining this struggle, and the legacy will not be destroyed. So you don't need to be asking questions whether it is the same pattern or anything. Something can change and something can be added. But we are all the same. So that's also is not a necessary question.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you
so much, Simon.
All right.
You are doing a great job.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to pick a few calls, like maybe 5 more calls. 5 more calls, and we'll call it a day. I wanted to end in 1 hour, 30 minutes, but we have 30 minutes of a jingle, and so it is still not a bad one, because we are now stepping up the game. Okay. All right, questions. Are you there? Hello? All right. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, man.
Good evening from here. There, well, go ahead. You have question.
Yes, I want to add to the people discussing about language and what we're using in Biafra land.
Okay.
Now, because Martin Namdekano mentioned this during his program, I remember he mentioned the language that he mentioned that we might study again and bring it into official use for Biafra, and it's called NCBD.
NCBD?
NCBD, yes.
Yes.
He said when Biafra comes, it depends. When it allows that people want a particular language that we can organize some people to put interest in the language and study it well and bring it out for everybody to learn.
Yes.
It's called NCBD. But before then, like you explained to the other guys, that's exactly what it says. It might be something like parliamentary government.
Yes.
Every local government will be in their own language, but in the central will be English. That's only what I want to add. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, that is it. The 4 more calls to go. I need to answer 4 more calls. 4 more calls. Welcome to the program. Hello. Hello. Can you listen to the phone? All right. He is not listening to the phone. He's listening to the broadcast. All right. Welcome to the program.
My name is Christopher. I'm calling from Cyprus.
You're welcome to the program.
We want to help you to look for Tony.
So what?
I think we will use it to set an example.
You want to look for what?
For Tony. We will go out there to look for Tony. He must call you.
No, don't look for him.
What I want to plead now is that for every program you're doing, give that 2 minutes for him. Because if we don't deal with him, other people will come too.
Yes.
So always give 2 minutes for him to call.
All right.
And also, I noticed these days you no longer come on Instagram. Please try to make out time. There are still people on Instagram who we need to challenge also.
All right.
Please do come up live there on Instagram.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to the program. Hello, welcome to the program.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening from here.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Casey, one Biafra.
Casey,
Yeah. The question I want to ask is concerning about the currency.
About the currency. No ask any question about the currency.
Yeah, currency.
No ask any question about the currency. It's not a problem now.
Okay.
Any other question? I want to be, is it that people don't know what to ask? You people are loaded already. That wow. Which one is? Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening from here.
Hey.
I they hear you. They go. Good evening.
Hey.
I can hear you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Simon.
Yes.
God bless you.
There.
This is John from Italy. I just want to appreciate you for all the things you are doing.
Thank you.
We thank God for giving us a person like you.
Thank you.
May God continue to bless you, to strengthen you, and to empower you, and give you more wisdom on what you are doing.
He said,
another thing I'm asking, please do not mind our people.
Yes.
Hello, are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Our people are a difficult people. You know, when our leader was here, he suffered this thing along.
Yes.
But with God on your side, there is nothing that man can do. I'm from a boy state, Africa precisely.
Wow.
But there was something which I read. Ọ bụ dike ka a na-akpọ ya aza ma kwụ n'ụkwụ ọnụ ya.
Yes.
Ụdị ọbụla were dị, achọrọ nke mara that the God of Biafra is with you.
You say.
Evil can never defeat good.
You say.
The reason if ndị a niile ji wee na-agba okirikiri ya bụ because they have no other place to go. Ihe ndị a niile efere ebe anụ abụ ndị agụgọ, ndị ori na ndị agụ. If any of them are genuine for what they are fighting for, they can stand on the word of the truth.
Yes.
Eziokwu bụ enyi anaghị ekpuchi aka. Hapụ ha. Be focused. What you are doing is good. And this is a ministry from God upon you. What you seek a man for this very earth, carry this very thing. To liberate a nation, to fight for this very thing. Like by gate to have to go to. It is the work of God that you are doing. And that very God is with you. I will never abandon you, nor disappoint you. As you hold on to him, nothing will happen to you. We are praying for you day and night. And God will continue to strengthen you. When you see Gapota, we say well done. Leno, I get you could Nandini Nabagaragara, Hanshadum Nine with the temptation. Up with the best friend of Jesus when you're always got among the 12, Emre Judas, it covers them with 70 million. There must be they can multiply 10% of them. So it's a question. I am telling you that you're going to overcome each and every one of them as our leader has already said. So we are behind you. The spirit of every true Biafran is with you. Even the spirit of our ancestors, our forefathers who laid their life on the cause of this Biafra, their spirit is fighting this battle for you. Happen the social media, happen the Hanako, no election in Biafra. Yes. This is the time we are good to go.
Yes.
So, we are behind you. I'm so glad to speak with you today, my brother.
Thank you.
God continue to bless you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. We're going to take the last call, the last caller. This is going to be the last caller. Welcome to the program. You have 1.5 minutes to talk. Welcome to the program.
Okay, Maazị Ndewo.
Ndewo.
Enwere ajụjụ mfe ka m jụọ.
All right.
Ịma ikwuru inyere ndị ebube agụ ihe a amụ asin ejika na wanted akwa ya because anọ mgbe say they are wanted.
Yes.
But now ndị ebube agụ ka na-egbukwe ndị mmadụ. Anọ m na ha egburukwe mmadụ recently.
So you think that now
Imo State.
So you think that now because they declare her wanted, so they should run away. Huh?
Oh, no, I don't say they should run away.
What are you asking? What are you asking?
Ihe na-ajụ ahụbeghị m ebe asị ebube agụ na ndị dị otu a gbakọrọ since ekwenye declare they are still killing people up to date.
Okay, so mgbe ihe detu ahụ mee eburu ya bịa bunye gị. ka gbasa na Biafra.
I got na mboa.
Okay,
so na social media utai changa pandozo.
Okay, so here na maybe social media. If on social media, for watching it, yes. So, bro, I'm not going to be na social media. All right. Thank you very much for being part of this particular program today. Question. Somebody said that everybody is informed. All right. All right. So let us assume that the teaching is penetrating and people are well informed now. So I believe so. Thank you very much for being part of the program. We are going to end here. Tomorrow we continue from the other, the Article 1 of the Biafra Charter, so that at least if everybody has been informed, let us know that everybody has also been informed in the Biafra Charter, so that you will know what is going on. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless Middle Belt. May God bless Bazonia. May God bless Mazenam Dikano. May God bless on the Igbo. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless our Umada. May God bless the government in exile and the cabinet and give them the wisdom to do what the task that is ahead of them. May God bless all our alliances, and may God bless all the agitators and all of you supporting this program. And may God bless you, praying for us and making sure that your prayer is with us all the time. Thank you very much from here. And I want to thank Biafrans specifically and especially for today, sit at home. It has never been as well observed like this before. It's like every day the thing is increasing. So we have witnessed a complete lockdown in Asaba, in different part of Delta State. We have witnessed the complete shutdown of Biafra land today, and we commend you people. We say continue that way because they will have more tax ahead of us. So thank you very much. May God bless you.